Hey guys, we are back again with part two. Look, not part two, but actually we're back again on a deeper subject. Hold on, give me 1 second. Guys, can you hear me now? It was like a little echo. I don't know if it's my headphones or what. Okay, but our topic today is okay, I got it. I figured out what it was. I have my channel open and StreamYard. But guys, let's get into it. No further ado. We ain't gonna waste no time. Earlier I did where are they now series. I'm gonna keep those separate from now on from the recent and current WNBA topics. Um so we can keep the main thing on that one, and it won't overshadow the vets that I'm talking about. So I come back to you guys today because we need to talk about it. I'm seeing a little bit, and I had to check with a South Carolina fan to make sure. Um, Miss D. I checked with Miss D on this. I said, "Am I just seeing things?" I think we talked a little bit about it on the panel. Um, does LSU players and South Carolina players get treated different in the W? And she was like, she kind of agreed. She kind of agreed with it and everything. And let me tell you why, because I'm seeing the eye test, but I noticed a lot of things going on. Then on top of that, I was listening to the new show, guys. Make sure you support this channel. Get it off your chest with Bro Claude and KSAP. They will be coming on at Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. Let me drop the link for you, Miss D. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong link, Miss D. Hold on. I done posted that channel again. Yeah, they're gonna be coming on Sunday nights. And you can get it off your chest. They're gonna be having the phone lines and everything open for you guys. To get it off your chest, like you be getting it off your chest in the chat, you will have that opportunity to get it off your chest with Brookline and KSAP channel on Sunday. So that will change up the crash out room, and it's gonna be called Get It Off Your Chest. You'll be able to get whatever off your chest, whether we agree or disagree, on this channel on Sunday. So as you can see, guys, we continue to grow in this community with different shows, and I like it. I love it. Hey, Miss D. Hey, Miss D. Oh, Miss D
Hey,
with the shades. What's
uh,
going on, Miss D?
look, I'm on the boss. I had to pick up something, and now I'm stuck because it's construction. That's why I'm not at home. And so if I drop out, it's this StreamYard is kind of hard on my phone, so I like to go on the
Oh, okay,
computer.
okay,
So if I drop out,
okay.
it's just that I'm on the road, and I gotta get some gas, and I'll be home, and but I'm still here. So go ahead.
Okay, thank you for showing up, girl. I was like,
I was
oh
gonna
man.
ask you to give me the thumbnail.
Okay,
Just put it in the uh
I did it from my
Instagram.
phone.
Oh, okay.
Um, Let me see if Casey got it. Hold on, Miss D.
Okay. Hey, everybody.
I'm gonna give it back to you. Let me see if I can send it. Hold on. Calm down. Calm down, Lou.
Just take a picture and then put it on the Instagram.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to Momo, calm down. Okay. There you go, baby. Okay, Miss D,
Okay.
I sent it to you.
Okay. So keep talking. Go ahead, cause
Okay.
I'll come in.
Okay. So guys, when we talk about a subject like this, we got to do like a breakdown. This might just be part one, but we have to start with the foundation of everything. And if you was listening last night to Get It Off My Chest with KSAT and Broclaw, KSAT brought up a good point. when it comes to these two teams. I was like, oh, that's the missing piece. Miss D, he was saying something like, uh, LSU and South Carolina, they have won chips against South Carolina. LSU in 2023 and South Carolina in 2020. South Carolina in 2024. Even though Caitlin was already in the league in 2024, they still both beat Iowa's team again, right? Back to back. These two
Right.
particular
That was
teams.
a year that was her senior year. That
Yeah.
South Carolina beat her. Yep.
So they won those two things. So when he was talking about it, I was like, yeah, that's what it is. See, that's what I mean by that is, we look, guys, this is how we feel as fans, and this is what like we see, and it's no evidence of exactly this being painted out in this particular picture, but there have been fans that have spoken out about this issue, and there have been where it is true about how the media tends to cover these two teams. So that part is true. As far as everything else, this is just coming from our perspectives as fans and as women who watch the game. So when you talk about something like this, you got to start from the head. So that's part of it. That's part of it. But it also has to deal with, if we want to take it further, we can take it back to the coaching styles and everything for us, the teams and the players first. Then we'll tap into everything else, because that also makes a difference. But who plays a major role in this is the media. The media has a way of playing a major role in this and how they want to show players when it comes to LSU and South Carolina. And regardless of, yes, we see more of, well, you know what? I think it's kind of split across the board now. For me, I'm seeing up both ends how they do stuff. We can even take it to Miss D, the championship game. Well, not the championship game. Yep, the championship game this year, and also Miss D, the game with Gino. No, you're not late. She Wiz, you're not too late. It's only like 7 minutes in, so I'm just doing an introduction. Explaining what we're getting ready to talk about. We haven't got into anything yet because we're getting ready to break it down. So Miss D is driving. She's gonna get to her destination. Then she's gonna be back on. So she's gonna be in and out because she got to speak for South Carolina, and I'm gonna speak for it's like LSU, but it's from research more, and then we'll get into it. So pretty much Miss D will piggyback off of me, and I'm gonna piggyback off of her because I don't know all the details. I'm only 5 years in with LSU. Some people been LSU from day one, like your Keisha, your Tony, and your big girl, right? So it says, okay, this question is for many fans, especially because LSU and South Carolina have produced some of the WNBA's biggest stars in recent years. There isn't clear evidence that the league has official policy of treating players from one school differently than the other. So this is definitely an eye test in our opinions, okay? However, there are several reasons why it can appear that way. For example, you have like players arrive in different public profiles. LSU players like Angel Reese and Flajay Johnson often enter the WNBA with enormous national attention, strong personal brands, highly visible storylines. South Carolina players under Don Staley have often been known for team success and disciplined play. Those different reputations can shape how fans and media interpret similar situations. What I'm reading is not my opinion, it's what I looked up. Now when it comes to South Carolina, we cannot forget Asia Wilson. We can't forget how Asia said in her book, Dear Black Girls, how they were treated after they won the chip. So this is definitely a deep subject. So, Miss D, can you touch on some about Asia, far as the media and coming out of South Carolina after that chip? Do you feel like Asia Wilson, as a player, is treated um is treated fairly in the W, or you have different things that you can point out for us, the media. Let's not even get into how Nike started off. And then they started jumping on the bandwagon of things. Um, and I think the reason why they started doing certain things of jumping on, she was always gonna get her shoe, guys. Don't get it twisted. She was always gonna get her shoe. It's the way that they tried to do in the process, and we're like, wait a minute, Asia. Fans and stuff say, wait a minute, Miss D, Asia need her shit. Whoa, she's shown herself. She's been MVP more than once at this time when she was actually she been in MVP 3 times,
All right.
fourth time when her shoe came out. So
Right.
when I say it's deeper, guys, we have to start with the coaching. We'll get into the coaching of Kim Mulkey's coaching and Don Staley's coaching, the two, how they different have different coaching styles. But if you look at the and I know people can say what they want to say. I know, look, love your teams, right? But these two particular, I don't care what nobody say, they get the strongest hits. You can agree or disagree, but that's coming from my perspective. So Miss D, touch on how you feel about Forrest Asia Wilson after they won the chip. Do you feel like the media did her a certain type of way? Not just media, just in general, coming from South Carolina. And because one of the things I do not like, Miss D, is that they be putting the coaches' salaries and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying, on social media,
Yeah.
and that puts another thing on their back. Even though Dawn got uncommon favor, she wrote a book about it,
All right.
but she still had to go through stuff. And
Oh,
when you
definitely.
talk about somebody's financial situation and blast it up there, you think they okay with that? Even though, I mean,
But
um,
unfortunately, they make everybody, the players and the coaches, now the last 30 years, they made it. For some reason, they put people's salaries out there. You know, so they kind of become a target as far as criticism and things of that nature. So yeah, but Asia, I, she's not affected by the Caitlin Clark mess, but she's affected by maybe South Carolina, maybe coming from Don. People don't like Don to be successful. It seemed like in a certain instance, especially a black woman, and so she
mm-hmm,
affected by
mm-hmm,
that. She was breaking records and winning championships before people knew who Caitlin Clark was. Caitlin Clark, look, some of the so-called fans of Caitlin Clark, they Johnny come latelys. They don't know why they claim because the logo threes and she exciting to watch, but a lot of times it's something else. They using her for a different agenda, and so
mm-hmm,
that's not but unfortunately Asia, this league has been ignoring black women. She is the face of the league, not Caitlin or anybody else. They keep saying that she's not a marketable player when she is. You just not putting her out there. She's very marketable. But they don't want to highlight her for some reason. The WNBA. I don't know.
And then, guys, I guess we can do individual players so we don't get you guys mixed up. And
Right.
so, also with Asia Wilson, guys, and let me tell you something. If you think this is not something, if you think that these two particular teams beat a team that was the America's wannabe hope, didn't have something to do with the players' effect today, I don't know what to tell you because I do, but everybody could think differently. I think it has something to do with it too. You gotta think about this too, Ms. D. Why did it take the fans to go? That's what I'm saying. Social media is so different nowadays, guys. Why did it take the fans to have to ride for Asia Wilson from the all social medias to say, hey, wait a minute, she need her shoe. She's an MVP. She need her shoe. And we, um, we had to, like, fans and everybody had to make the noise for them to actually, um, even though they had it in the works, probably had it in the works, which they did. But why would you bring a young rookie that just got in here and try to give her a shoe first before you got a woman that has proven herself with an MVP record to have her own shoe first. Period. What you think, Miss D?
Right, but Asia, she was being nice. She was trying to play it off and say, "Well, we were working on the shoe, but unless we kind of put pressure on them, I don't think they're gonna bring out the shoe as quickly after that as they did. They're trying to wait a few more years to put out the shoe. That's what I think.
Oh, Ghost, thank you. CBA requires salaries to be
Right, that's
public
true.
so we can see if teams are abiding by the cap rules. It's a legal thing. Okay, okay, thank you. What's quality and what's popular don't always align, unfortunately. I know, Ghost. We just here to break it down. That's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm saying is I'm seeing different things, and let me tell you what took the cake. And this is where we're gonna have that you know what I'm saying, towards the end, because I know Miss D gonna go off. Miss D tried to tell us, guys, and this is her opinion, and I have to now. When we started the season, I'm like, oh yeah, she was on to something. When Miss D kept saying she did not like that draft, she did not like the way that draft went down for this year. And you could say what you want to say, that was, I believe, from my perspective, that was a part of the players being a part of LSU and LSU. I mean, not LSU. South Carolina beating UConn. Okay, okay. I ain't trying to ruffle
Right,
no
because especially
feathers.
it's a part of ESPN. They pushing a Caitlin Clark agenda, and they also are very sympathetic to the UConn Husky program. So yeah, so the South Carolina and even LSU is affected by the Caitlin Clark, UConn, mess.
Right. And see, and that's what I'm saying. So we'll talk about that, having the what I'm saying,
But go ahead, I'm
having
on the road. Just keep talking. I'm coming soon. Just give me a
okay,
few. Give
okay.
me like okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll go to doing the research and then I keep talking like that. So we'll go through the research. But we wanted to point out some of the players, just a couple of the players, guys, to show you what we're seeing and why we brought this subject to the front. Okay, so let me take it even further. We'll touch back in between on the players and everything else. Let's go back to okay, so we know the players and the different public profiles have a thing. So we'll get into it once Miss D get off the road. We'll get more into it. The media coverage differs. We know that the media coverage differs because we see it, right? We see how they twist things, how they slow stuff down, how they add stuff to it, how they make things bigger than what it is. Not saying that players should get this, that, or the third, but if you're gonna do it one way, you need to do it the other way as well. We're still fighting, guys. We're still fighting. We get from fighting the CBA, now we on to something else, right? So the media coverage, how high profile players tend to receive more attention, both positive and negative. A controversial foul, technical foul, or heated exchange involving a player like Angel Reese may generate far more discussion than a similar player involving a less publicized player. Also, Miller faces the same thing. They both faced it, coming from two separate teams on an organization called the Chicago Sky. What I mean by that is they had newspaper articles and stuff putting little hit pieces, that's what we call them, guys, on our players. And it wasn't just no little paragraph. You know how you go to research something, you'd be like, oh, it's just one little paragraph. No, they're going to go all into detail how they feel like this player ain't doing what they want them to do in the time they want them to do, or this player is doing that in the third. So we see that media shares a part because they know when they post something, it's going to be shared on all social media platforms and the news outlets. Everybody wants a part of this because of, not everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but some people want to be a part of this because the money is starting to come in for the W. It's the money is where the W is today, right? And so a lot of people trying to come in. So when you got a lot of people coming in, you got a difference of opinions, got a different way they're gonna twist the media. Everybody's trying to have a say in it, and half of them don't even watch sports. That's what's the crazy part about it. But of course, media will try. Whoever's presenting their media will try to paint the picture the way they want to paint it instead of really looking at it for the facts over feelings. Like KSF always say, you have to look at the facts over feelings. You know what I'm noticing, and I have not pulled up the number as far as media outlets, is that YouTube is doing some serious taking over. It's to the point where you don't even, well, I'm not going to say you, some may not even want to watch certain sports shows because they don't even watch the game, but they have a lot of opinions. Now I'm gonna watch my girls Lisa Leslie, Cynthia Cooper, Swim Cash, and all them. You know what I'm saying? That's different. They don't sit up there and try to paint it on one person or nothing. They give you an overall view of everything, and that's what I love. You got Ty Young, you got Renee Montgomery, you got a lot of women of basketball. You can right have Chelsea Gray come up there on Prime. So it's gonna be good because they're not. What I'm noticing is that they when they do their shows, they're not one sided. They're gonna tell you both ways of how they feel, give you a breakdown how they agree with some of the things and how they don't agree with some of the things. So it's pretty good concept and coverage that they're doing, right? So also it generates more discussion than a similar play involving less publicized players. But now that this serious situation has happened to Angel, it opens up the doors to watching everything. The media is only covering certain things, but guess what? The social media, the channels, and all that kind of stuff, they showing everybody that's getting affected by different situations in the WO. They posting it left and right. Every social media that you have, from the Twitter, the TikTok, the IG, the Threads, you're seeing it. So that's what I think. Far as part of the media coverage is a success when we can be on all of these platforms plus YouTube, breaking it down, being able to see what's going on our social media. Right? I mean, they be dropping it like hotcakes too. The playing style matters also. Some LSU and South Carolina players are very physical, emotional competitors. I'm not gonna say emotional. I don't agree with being emotional. Uh,
Passionate,
yeah,
not emotional.
passionate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some when they be writing stuff, this is what I be talking about, guys. When you research stuff, the wording, watch the wording of what they say. I had to freeze on that, Miss D. I'm like, wait a minute. They are definitely not emotion. They passionate. Don't get that twisted. And that's another problem. See, you look, pulling up information. You got to be careful
You
how
know
you
what? You
deliver
notice
it.
that when they say that, most of the players from LSU and South Carolina, well, all of them are black. So you kind of make it seem like they emotional. That don't sound too good. No, passionate sound better. But you know,
Yeah. I like the
a
way you
racial
did that.
twinge. Yeah.
Yeah, because and that's the thing with all the covers. Their wording is different. They'll try to sneak it in, and then they'll say, "Oh well, like I think one show that Keisha Nell played. Oh, I'm not trying to make this. For me, this is not about race, girl. It's forever from day one been
It
about that.
is. They always say
What are
that.
you do? What are you up there talking
They
about?
always
It's
say
not about
that
that. And
because
but that's their narrative.
right, the South Carolina thing, what happened with not South Carolina, I'm sorry, the game with the Mercury and the Fever, um
Hmm.
AB chopped KFC in the throat, and that looked worse than what they claim AT did to CC, and they didn't say nothing bad about what happened to KFC.
Oh, Miss D, Smoke said that the Dream signed Jalen Sherrod to a developmental contract.
I like that.
You
That's a
like
nice
that?
little.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I like her.
okay,
That's the one that
okay.
hit
Thank
the ain't it
you.
the one that hit the game winner
I don't know. Now I got to go back.
against
They
LSU? Is that the one? No, no, it's not. That's that's no, that's somebody else I'm thinking. But I like her. I'm thinking of somebody else. I do like Jalen
Thank,
Sherrod.
yeah, thank you, Smoke. Oh, Ghost said Cardoso's media profile, uh, or lack thereof, might been a little bit race coded as well because she's Latino from South America. Oh yeah,
Right.
Ghost. I see. This is why I said we have to do part one because this is big because you know the Smoke and Miss D all of a sudden this year where she something going on with her visa all of a sudden. What you mean? It's been all right.
Exactly. She been in the country for a while.
Yeah.
I want to say like what since 2021, 2020. No,
Let
actually
me
no,
tell you something,
2019, 18, 19, something like that. Because she went to high
guys.
school. She went to high
Miss
school in
D,
Tennessee. Huh?
you know what I think too.
What?
Um, you know, and this is just guys, some of this is what we think. So when we say this is what we think, it's just what we think. Let's run it back. Miss D, a lot of people don't like Miller going over there to play for her country or to go play overseas. They have addressed that.
Oh yeah.
That could very well play a part in that too, to try to, oh, you can't come over here and you're gonna leave us during the season. Just anything any
But
look.
other countries, other players from other countries do it all the time.
But they look where she coming from, Miss D.
Yeah, that's true. So it's not nothing new. They've been doing it for years. So why you getting mad at Camilla for that?
Oh, Smoke, they did. Smoke, let me tell you something. I don't never know when I'm because earlier I did my vet. I do my vet and research, right, on the vets. But I was like, I text Miss D, it was on my mind today. I was like, Miss D, let's do this topic or whatever. So we good. We on this song. We right on time. That's good. He said
Hmm.
that they announced about 25 minutes ago about Cardoso, Miss D.
Wow. So now
Um,
they try to do like do her like Angel. I just wish the league need to take over because the owner they need to make sure he sold the team because he is doing some. I heard something about a lawsuit. Get kind of force him to sell the team because we need new owners. I would like the Sky better. It's a good city and a good
yeah,
basketball
it
town.
is.
A good basketball town as well. So why would
Right.
y'all? You know, I don't know.
They have so many opportunities in Chicago. Yes, you're right. It's a good
Hmm.
city and great opportunities. And you got fans and people that really want to, support their teams and care
That's
about
great.
their teams. You know, so let me say this too. Thank you. I really appreciate chat. Thank you. You can chime in. I'll make sure I read in between because everybody's voices matters, and it might be something I missed in the process of the breakdown of what we're talking about. So this is not to pin LSU against South Carolina. This is
No,
not
no,
what we're
no. It's
doing
just some
today.
how
So if
both
you're gonna
affected.
come in the
No,
chat and do all this kind of stuff, that's not what we're doing. We're not
no.
for division because the more they try to sow division between these two teams, what wind up happening when they hit the W, they wind up being teammates and they wind up playing good together. I mean, I'm just saying, look at the receipts. And even if it's not perfect, they still wind up playing together.
But right, but a lot of these players that so called besides Angel and maybe Flaw, a lot of the players respect each other. From LSU and South Carolina, they cool. Like Angel is very cool with Raven, and she cool with Sanaya and them, and Sanaya Fagan and Tanaya and Paul. She cool.
And that's why that part plays a part in the media, Miss D. How the media paints the picture of the players not liking each other, and how the media of the some of the fans, some of the so-called fans, some of the fans that not even fans,
Right.
we ain't
Well,
gonna
I'm
call
not
them
calling them
fans.
fans. I think they
Yeah,
trolls.
sorry. Yeah, we're not gonna call
Yeah,
trolls the
because real
trolls.
fans they understand that.
Yeah,
Troll fans
because
or
Miss
or
D is a
or
real fan, and she
right.
Bro Claude is a real fan. They don't play about them game cause you look. We might be joking up in the chat and stuff like that, but boy, do they not play about their South Carolina Gamecock and
Look, I
definitely
like LSU
LSU.
players. I just told
Yeah,
you one particular I didn't like, but I like the players of LSU. You
I
know,
mean it from the you could. That's what I'm saying. You can not like you can not like Kim Mulkey or but you gotta respect Kim Mulkey game. You may not like a Don, but you gotta
No, no,
respect
no.
her game and
But
her
no,
coach.
I respect her as a coach. But
Okay, okay,
first,
yeah,
but I like the players definitely.
yeah, okay, yeah. So you can't take that away from these two, and they get hit. It don't matter what they do. If Kim sneezes wrong, or the players having the uh going at it or whatever, oh, it's this. Then if Don do something to a player, oh, it's this. It's just and the media is actually has a is a 50% involved in these narratives. Oh, he said no. I was trying. Oh, I was saying that Atlanta Dream announced that signing now about 30 minutes ago. I was not. Oh, okay, Smoke. We still on a good one. Thank you, Smoke. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. That see, guys, you're you're not gonna sit here and tell me that for as fans and content creators that that our voices don't matter. Our voices matter, guys, because let me tell you, I've seen this particular year. Oh my gosh, the media coverage, the videos, the fans, everybody in going in on it because you have to, because they will try to paint this picture of this incident with another player more to it than what it was. Okay, and so it's good when you have posts. It's good that you have posts and people still support it. So what I'm seeing is more positive towards a player like AT than negative across socials. Some may not agree or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, after the fact, she did get some type of disciplinary action or whatever. So it is what it is. But then you bypass everything for someone else. So we always saying is just keep it. If you're gonna do one side, hey, MD Phil, if you're gonna do one side, you need to do the other side. But yes, so that media definitely plays a role. So that's good. Smoke, they picked her up. It guys, and this another thing, and I'm gonna say with Camilla, Miss D too, and with all players, we sometimes people just want to see the right now. When it comes to players in their careers, we have to look at the full blueprint. For me, I'm watching Miller. I love Miller as a player. My triplets is Angel, Kennedy, and Miller. Don't come for them, period. I'm just saying. And my Nisa, that my boo too. But I'm just saying, like, from an auntie perspective, I don't play about them. So for me, for Miller, like I always, guys, I tell you, the mental health of the player is first for me, and then their game and their stats or whatever, right? But with watching Miller's game, I see what Miller can do. I know Miller's gonna do it. It's just not in my timing of me wanting her to do it. So when you're looking at players, you have to look at the overall picture. If you look at the right now, you're going to get stuck and you're going to miss the accomplishments that a player like Miller and Angel and Kennedy and all the players, you're going to miss out on that if you don't look at the full blown picture and just stay in the right now stage. The players are allowed, they are human, they're allowed to grow, they're allowed to have games that they're going to always be at their best. And then they're going to have games where you're like, whoa, okay, I see you. This is what, I'm talking about. And this is why, you can critique. That's normal. You can voice your opinions. That's normal. But sometimes, we got to make sure we're looking at the overall picture instead of the right now. Now I see not someone like passionate like Keisha, Bro Claude, me, Miss D, and all the Miller fans. We already know, we already seen, we already know, and they give the breakdown of the critiques, right? Not the fans in here that don't just look at Miller wins. They also look at hey, okay, she might not have had this type of game, but guess what? She did this, and that. Yes, Belinda, right, ADP. The media pushes the negative narrative for the ratings. Yes, not caring how it can affect the players. And then what if you had a hit piece done on you and then you got to get ready to play that next game? How you think are you gonna be able to concentrate? Because sometimes you're gonna gravitate to that negative first before you gravitate to the positive, right? I'm just saying. So all I'm saying is just like, just look at the overall picture. Um, Confirmation bias. Fans naturally remember calls that seem unfair toward players that support and may overlook similar calls involving others. Social media can reinforce that perception by repeatedly sharing certain clips. I just said that, right? So if they're gonna show their clips, we gotta show our clips. If they're gonna paint this in the media, we got to paint it all equal all across the board. All we're asking for, we're not asking for no favoritism. We asking for to treat our players right and make sure it's equal at both ends. If you're not going to do that, be ready for the fight, because that sitting back and just letting it happen, we're done with those seasons. We're in the fighting season. The fighting just don't stop when we find a solution to one thing. Here goes some more stuff we got to find solutions to, and it's more than one way to do it. And social media, whether I'm doing through my art, whether I'm doing through this channel, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do for all players um, that I believe, you know what I'm saying, are getting hit in so many crazy ways, right? Officiating consistency has been a league wide issue. Yes, players, coaches, analysis across the WNBA, not just those connected to LSU and South Carolina. But we're gonna get back into LSU and South Carolina. But want to make that clear, it's not just about those players either. Um, they have been criticized inconsistent officiating in the league, acknowledged concerns about improving consistency. Recent controversies involving multiple teams have kept that issue in the spotlight. So um, we we definitely know that media definitely shares a major part in it. Now, as I was saying, let's run it back to um, the part of the media playing a part in when Forest LSU in that championship game, right? We can pause a bit, take a deep breath. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. Ms. D, chime in when you feel, whenever you want to. Um, so take a deep breath. We get ready to go into this particular one, as we always seem to touch bases and have to run it back. This is how you keep receipts and you drop them into the subject at hand. So, right. So LSU players, particularly under Kim Mulkey, have often been covered as bold, outspoken. They have called them emotional and polarizing them as well. Angel Reese became one of the biggest examples after that 2023 NCAA championship, when her "you can't see me" gesture became one of the defining sports stories of the year. That moment created a media narrative that has followed her into the WNBA. And this is where we go back and talk about, are the LSU players and South Carolina players treated fairly? Um, are they? Because regardless of whether the people agree or like our baby goat, they all agreeing on this situation, that it was a part of this situation um, that played a role, right? So as a result of coverage of the LSU stars often emphasizes rivalries and emotional reactions, trash talk, social media moments, controversies alongside basketball. So some fans argue this creates an imbalance where dramatic moments receive more attention than performances. That's another thing. For example, For example, a recent viral clip of Angel Reese and former LSU teammate Blase Johnson generated widespread discussion, and media fans criticized ESPN for amplifying a negative interaction instead of Reese's game itself. That is a great example of it, because when you paint a picture like that and when you put that out there, nobody like we as content creators, Keisha Brooklyn, Tony, Miss Steve, Felicia, K-Sal, Brooklyn, Duvall, and all the team, we uh we are pointing it out, um, and breaking down the game, especially, they breaking down them stats left and right of the game, what how the player contribute, the stats, and what they like to see for the next game. Some of these outlets, these sports outlets, they don't do that. They just gravitate to the negative, or gravitate to what they want to make something out of something that is not right, and it takes away from the players' stats and their accomplishments. So that's one. South Carolina team culture, professionalism. South Carolina's program under Don Staley has developed a different public image. Coverage often highlights discipline, defense, teamwork, leadership, consistency, and winning culture. Players such as Aaliyah Boston, Asia Wilson, Camila Cardoso, Raven Johnson have frequently been described through the lens of the team's success rather than that individual drama. That's how it used to be. Now everybody, and look, it's everybody across the board. They're breaking down, Aaliyah Boston, how she played her game, and also how she played her game with the stats and everything else. And then on the other side, they're talking about elbow, how she uses her elbows in the game, and different types of stuff as well. So it's going both ways. Either way it goes with South Carolina. Raven Johnson, the same way, it's going like that, but not as much with Raven. Camilla getting it, Asia is getting it. Even though you see a lot of positive when it comes to Asia Wilson and stuff, you still got certain narratives out there. We love that we have Asia as an MVP for. Some people, some people don't want to see it. They don't want you to allow it, but you can't stop that type of talent, that type of built talent that is in them. That's a gift. People just don't. Some people just don't get it. Even with South Carolina stars become major celebrities, reporting often focuses on their leadership, efficiency, and championships. Now, the coaching styles. Let's talk about the different coaching styles that we have, and we'll get into the different things as well, with the South Carolina. Hey, Felicia, how are you? How are you doing? Now, okay, the coaching identity. You have Kim Mulkey and you have Don Staley. Have very different coaching styles and public personas, and media narratives about their teams often reflect those differences. The sports media tends to elevate stories that generate strong engagement. Players with large followings or outspoken personalities are more likely to be featured in viral clips, whether positive or negative. And we've seen that from we've seen them do that on LSU players, and we've seen them do that on South Carolina players like Raven Johnson, like MK12, like Angel Reese, like Flage, like who else got hit real strong with shoot. LSU, all the players be getting hit. Either way it goes. But mostly they was on. Sometimes they be on Joyce Edwards. Definitely, I think the most to me, and Latson. They were on Latson too, left and right, painted different pictures and stuff like that too. So for these teams, it goes both ways. For the players, we can sit and pick out the players all day long, but they do share those type of things where it's hitting their players. Regardless, to me, now it's getting to the point. It doesn't matter if the player is a star in that team or not. If they coming from these particular teams, the media is starting to cover it because it's a picture that they want to, that they want to paint. Once a player, listen to this, once a player is labeled as controversial or steady, later coverage may reinforce that existing image, even when similar behavior from another player is interpreted differently. So this is what I'm saying about like the Angel and Fly J situation. Hey, that was how many years ago, and it's not going to change the way people want it to in time and when you grow. And that's one of the things I was hearing Keisha them talk about, which is true, where you have to, different stages in our life, we mature on certain things. So certain things that used to bother us may not bother us no more. So in time, we'll see what happens, right? Um, has this affected public perception? Yes. When you sit out there and paint pictures and videos of people before someone even know them, it does paint a picture, guys. A perfect example is a lot of players felt a certain type of way, um, or I ain't gonna say a lot of players, but they didn't know. I'll put it like this: a lot of players didn't know who Angel Reese was, didn't know her personality and stuff, but because of pictures that were painted in the media, they already assumed that she was that person. But then when they actually were around her in her presence, they seen that she's definitely far from it. She's definitely far from it. She's definitely that genuine, passionate type of player. Period. Right? And more. We could add on, to all our players. But this is what I'm saying about them painting different pictures of players and stuff. And then also people assume like with Miller, do your research, guys, because when it comes to Miller, they be like, why is she laughing at everything? Angel even said it. This is coming out Angel and Miller's mouth. Angel said, I know Miller. Sometimes Miller laughed through when she going through stuff, and she laughed at stuff when it's funny. She said it, and Miller agreed on the presser. So that's how it is, and that's what I'm saying. Just because a person is happy and smiling and laughing does not mean they agree or that they not going through it. At the same time, sometimes they have to do that sometimes, so you guys won't be like questioning them left and right. Are you okay, girl? Like, give me a break for a minute. But has this affected the public perception? Many fans believe it has, and I'm one of them. Some argue that Angel Reese is more likely to frame through controversy than accomplishments, while players from South Carolina are more often framed through leadership and winning. Others point out that Reese's own high profile and personality and branding naturally attract more attention and scrutiny. Both perspectives have been some basis. Reese has unquestionably been out of the league's biggest draws and most discussed players, but the attention she receives often includes more debate and criticism. No, actually, I have to come back and let you know, guys, that I don't agree with that. She actually Angel Reese don't catch no breaks. So I don't know what they talking about. She catches no breaks. She danged if she do, and she danged if she don't. At the same time, South Carolina have generally benefited from a long-standing reputation as players who fit into the professional system. In the beginning, probably yeah, but now no. They talk about South Carolina too. They talk about South Carolina players too. And this particular year, they did not like you know what I'm saying, what they did to UConn. I'm just gonna say that. I just feel like a lot of stuff really to me came out from that UConn games, but it was stuff that when it comes to South Carolina players, all this stuff that LSU players were getting, it was just more quiet on the South Carolina side about us hearing it but they also went through a lot of the same thing and still are going through a lot of the same things that the LSU players do too. It just depends on what side of the media you watching and the time frame that it comes out, right? So the reality is that media narrates are shaped. I mean, not narrates. Narratives are shaped by a mix of player and personalities, coaching style, team culture, audience interest, and editorial choices. Not simply by where a player went to college. That doesn't mean every player is covered equally, but it does mean multiple factors are influencing differences in fans that the fans are noticing, right? So once Miss D get back in, I want her to she's gonna talk about Don and her coaching and stuff like that, and give you a breakdown of that. She should be home shortly. I'm gonna get into more of hey Kathy. I want to get into because we got to talk about that draft this year. Um, but not just even with Big Four coming in to the W, it's just they don't some teams and behind the scenes some organizations and or whatever do not like that these women already are established, that they have accomplished many things on the court and off the court. They don't like it. They might agree with some. And what you notice too, a lot of times is they like painting players that are on the same team against each other. They like doing that. They like it because it feeds their narrative and it feeds on the negative um, when they're coming into the W. So of course they're waiting to see anything that could be a part of their narrative. But we're not. ADP, tell Ms. D Raven seems to be acting like AB. If you get what I mean. Okay, she should be coming in a minute.
Yeah, I see that, but you know what? No, a little bit, but she okay. She ain't gonna get away
Okay.
with that. So I think she gonna stop doing that. I know. I see what she did with NECA. She kind of played like she was she got shot or something. But no, she okay. But I do want her off that team. I've been wanting her off the team. But I'm gonna talk about that. Let me ADP. Let me come back into my. We'll come back on my computer.
Okay,
Okay,
guys.
we'll go out.
Okay, she's gonna come back on her computer so that she can give you the breakdown on the South Carolina side, guys. In the chat, feel free to drop some gems on how you feel about LSU players and South Carolina players. Do you feel like they are being treated different in the WNBA? If you do, please place your comments down there. I will make sure I read them because I'm seeing it. And like I told you, I'm 5 years in with LSU, but I have done some research and continue to research every year, and to learn more and more about the players and about Kim Mulkey. I did a research on Kim Mulkey, um, and also, guys, we have to do a show on Pat Summit, the documentary, and then they just did a celebration on Pat Summit too. So we're gonna have to do that one. Pop quiz. Oh, okay, Anthony, what you got? What player in the WNBA has the most rivalries and enemies? You know what? That's called research. That's not a pop quiz. That's called research. That's called research because if you're looking at the W overall, do you know how many players have played in the W um, that have you know dealt with this kind of stuff, dealt with the enemies, the rivalries, and all that stuff? We would have to. No, the answer is not her, and we're not even going to paint that picture of it being her. And I'm not going to spend this live completely talking about that particular player over and over again because this is the type of stuff that we're seeing. And when you come in and you make a pop quiz like that, That's not a pop quiz. That's trying to be funny kind of thing. And that's okay if you want to come in and be funny, Anthony. That's what you do. You can come in and be funny, but that's what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna move the goalposts and not keep the main thing the main thing. We know what we know the different things that we see, but far as that person being the most with rivalries and enemies, please miss me with that. That's why I do the history. I do the history of the players. So try to catch some of those shows so you can know that a lot of players, and especially black female players, are on the top of that list. Research it and don't research the fake numbers. You know how to research, Anthony? You research one thing and then you go and you get about 3 or 4 or 5 things to see if they all line up to what you're researching. Because you get to the point like everybody ain't telling a story. And then you got to figure out where you getting that research from. Don't go get the research from just the social media outlets. No, you got to do a deep dive into research when you want to come up and place a pop quiz and an answer like that. So I'm gonna let you have that moment in the chat by yourself. I'm not gonna entertain that because that's not 100% the truth. Over here, you're gonna get facts over feelings. You also are gonna get where we talk about our opinion, how we feel, and I always started with that. But when it's something with research, then I will say, "Hey, I researched this. I'm reading something to let you know because I don't know everything." Um, and one more thing, Anthony, and I'm gonna touch off of that. The last thing, I'm not going back and forth with anybody about nothing about that particular player. I personally have had enough. I don't think, when it comes to that particular player, overall, we got to look at the head. The head of the organization has allowed this. So, yes, we can say different things about that player, but at the end of the day, it starts with that head. So, you have a great day with that, and we're gonna continue on with this discussion about these two particular teams. Anthony, by the way, did you notice 2023 and 2024, the LSU and South Carolina got the chip against that team, Iowa? Research that one for me, okay, and then come back. But yeah, guys, so some people come in, they have their different opinions and they want to go back and forth and stuff like that. But I'm not doing that because, this is what people want us to do. They want to move the goalposts and they want us to get off particular subjects. They don't want us to talk about it. God, I'm telling you, they don't want us to talk about it because you two be coming at me for doing the vet history. You know why the vet history? Because it involves black beautiful queens. You know what I'm saying? And facts. They don't like it. Sorry, YouTube, but you be doing me like that sometimes. I mean, you all right sometimes, but on sometimes you be on something I don't know. But yeah, I don't care. It has everything to do with it. You see that topic? It has everything to do with it when the players come in. But anyways, thank you, TW. I appreciate that. Some people really have to. When people come in the chat sometimes and they do certain things like that, you have to ignore it because you never know what they're going through, and sometimes they need certain type of attention. But I'm not going to give attention to that type of thing, or whatever. So, yeah, it starts from the top. TW. Yeah, I know that. Kids, that BET award celebration was good. I played some. Lauren Hill said how she's like your gifts are not just meant for you, they're for everybody. Oh my gosh, that was a mic drop. Y'all know how I am over here. You know that was a mic drop for me. But yes, she won it. We got the FC award coming, guys. July 15th, I think we'll find out if Asia wins that. But from the stack list, also the team too is nominated for best team or something like that. So we're gonna see what happens with that. Yes, Angel did win the last three. I see what they doing. I love it. I love it. Um, and it's funny because I was sketching out Angel and Asia last night, right? And sometimes, you know, when you're drawing players and stuff, sometimes they turn out the way you want them to be and the way you see them. So hey, it's okay, guys. It's just it's a sketch, right? So I did something with Asia and Angel on it, and I wake up, Kish, and it's like 1,200 views already. So your gifts do make a difference in the way that you show them, right? Um, who got a wrench in here? Let me see if I can do this. Okay. A to P, let's keep the main topic as our focus today with no distraction. I know. Thank you, Kathy. Good gracious. Woo. But yeah, so thank you, Kathy, because sometimes, ooh, girl. Mm, yeah. So I'm proud of Asia for winning that award. Look, let me tell you something. Hard work pays off. You guys gotta read that Dear Black Girl by Asia Wilson. If you haven't, read it, guys. Get it for get it for your nieces and your daughters or whoever. It's actually a good book. Okay, Miss D. Yeah, yeah. They starting to come in because they want somebody else to be the focal point, but not today. But yeah, I'm glad to see Asia Wilson get that award. Listen, she's MVP four. She's one of our goats. She definitely gonna get her Naismith Award, right? And you just love to see the hard work. People think what these players do is easy. If you don't play ball, let me see you get out there and do it. I guarantee you, in the first 5 minutes, you ain't gonna be able to do that. What Asia is doing, and that's what K-Sap and Bro Cloud was talking about last night. They want us to get fixed on that particular subject so that it could distract us from the players like Asia making her accomplishments. Whether we like it or not, AT got major accomplishments that get overlooked. Um, you have Fee also in the category of getting nominated. So it's great to see. And she probably gonna wind up, like I said, she probably gonna wind up winning that FC award too. But we have to give credit where credit is due. And it's a blessing that they have this award in BET and that we can see our players, our baby goat and our look one of our goats, to be able to get these awards. um, so that's a good thing. Also, now let's get back into um, are the players getting fair treatment? Guys, do you honestly believe? I'm serious now. Do you honestly believe that our players coming from LSU and South Carolina are being treated fairly when they enter the W? Because the narrative is already painted. Okay, it's already painted for some of our players before they even hit. Some of these narratives already start when these players in high school, college, and all that. Because when people see you got to Miss D. When people see talent, they know these ladies got talent. It ain't something they just learn it in a year before they graduate. So do you feel like they get mistreated, or am I just acting up today? Because I do feel like that. I feel like when Miss D get up here, okay, there go Miss D. Miss D.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, guys, she
Um,
back. Okay, now
just give me a few
go ahead.
minutes.
You got the floor now.
Oh well, I was gonna say yes, they are being mistreated. Like I said, they're used as pawns because of that situation with the young lady. So they put them. Most of those players had some history with her, as far as on the court, uh, in the game. So they uh, they put that narrative out there. Then even Asia, even though she's not connected like that, um,
she's been ignored as the face of the league, which he shouldn't be. But go ahead. I'm gonna type in a title. Go ahead.
Okay, you typing the title. Okay, guys, she getting set up. So, thank you, Ms. D, for that input, and also now that Ms. D up here, guys, we get ready to get into the nitty gritty about this draft this season, because that's another. You okay, baby? That's another example. Hey, big girl, you free to put how you feel about this topic, any input, whatever. We're gonna read it. Miss D is putting her title in, so she'll be back because she's speaking on the South Carolina part. Well, overall, she's speaking about both. But we get ready to talk about this year's draft. And Miss D has started off, guys. After that draft, she came up here and said she didn't like that draft. Now I'm starting to see certain things because the players, uh, big girl, you can't be late for class. Ask me what the topic is. That big topic right up there. It says LSU fans, guys. This is what I gotta do for big girl. LSU fans and South Carolina fans, are our players getting fair treatment in the WNBA? But we have to run it back. We got to run it back to from the coaches to the media to now. So all of that play a part. Oh, I'm sorry, big girl. Oh, my bad. Dang, big girl. See, God don't like ugly. I'm sorry. At least I apologize, though. I didn't know you were still at the word. Okay. Since you still at the word, that was the topic. I apologize. Okay, big girl. But Miss D is getting her thing ready, or whatever, so she can come up so that we could talk about this year's draft. Because remember, she was not liking it. You couldn't change her mind. But now we're seeing that the players that they wanted us to believe that were doing just I mean, the players played their college season, right? They did whatever they needed to do to play through their college season, right? So the players that they're trying to paint as being more as being better than the other in this season, because everybody have a best season, right? It's not what we're seeing. So when they move those players, when those players all of a sudden, because they want, just look, this is just my opinion now. When the players moved up in the draft because they won that chip, a lot of those players, they're not, they're in this particular their first season, they're not doing what others may have expected them to do. Will they be able to do in their second season? Of course they can.
Right.
Every man has a season, but what they tried to paint out, the picture they tried to paint out to us, for some outlets, is that that's not what we're seeing. Okay, Miss D, run it back to how you felt about the draft, why you said what you said, and well, I'll pick it back off of you.
Well, like I said, I didn't like the way it seemed political. Like the draft didn't make sense. Now I will admit I was wrong about Miles and maybe Iowa, so that's good. But the rest of it, it was kind of political. I think you know I didn't expect Raven to go that high, but yeah. Look, I have my somebody mentioned it, and I agree with it. Don hooked that up, but but Latson should have not been a second round. She should have been first round, and she got punished because they had something against Don. Don winning. They keep saying, okay, yeah, she's a winner, but at the same time, discouraging the players, saying that Tanaya Latson is not the same player she was because she went to South Carolina because she didn't score 25 points a game, which they don't understand. They watch the game and watch the leagues. The two league, the ACC, I mean conferences. The two conferences are different. The ACC is a little bit lax. There's not a lot of defense. The SEC is very physical, and when you come to South Carolina, you come there to learn how to be a professional. You go there. Don really, she don't care about you score 25 points, but no one player is the focal point, and tonight I knew that, but I didn't expect, even though she went there, I didn't expect them to punish her because she went to South Carolina. So I thought it was kind of political with that. Um, yeah, just the way it was handled overall was kind of crazy.
Miss D,
Even Flaugier, huh?
also mention how you felt about how because that team were in the chip. That
Mhm.
players got moved up in the first round. Ooh, did I say that?
Right, because
I'm
only I
sorry,
think
man.
maybe only Kiki, Podcast, and of course Bets are better. But you got like what they had like four, five UCLA, and that
They
was
had
Don. So
yeah.
even LSU, I don't think that would have happened if even as good as they are. We'll see because guess what? South Carolina. I don't know about what LSU have coming. I think Alicia, who else coming out? Maybe Jada Williams, but South Carolina at least have at least four potential WNBA style players. Players, whatever. So
Um,
we're gonna see if they're gonna be treated right this year.
yeah, to my LSU fans,
Right.
how many LSU players are coming out this year? I know that MK12, Malaysia.
No, 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 no. Yeah, she is a senior. Oh, so three. MK12, Malaysia, and maybe Jada gonna get drafted. And who else? I forget.
It's four then. Okay, well maybe it's four then. Okay, we got you said MK12. It's three. Big girl says three. You sure? Okay, for Wally, MK12, and who else? And
Jada
Jada.
Williams. Rest of them was kind of freshmen and sophomores.
Oh, okay. So, okay, who I was thinking about? Okay, I was thinking about. I don't know why I was thinking about Knox and all that. Okay, okay. So we got three coming out. I don't know
I
why I
think we
thought it was
got
more than
four.
that.
So we'll see how both teams how they handle you know.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I'm walking by faith. These two teams, these two. Look, let me tell you what I love though. Yeah, we go back and forth as fans and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you can't mess with one or the other. It's like this.
Right. Oh no, we'll be getting each other. Like I said, I
Yeah.
like the players.
So
It's just
they
that
get ready to have a they get ready to have a good they get ready to have some good seasons. They have good seasons every year. You just don't know who's gonna what I'm saying, who's gonna win the chip. And don't
right.
think Don took it lightly. And don't think Kim ain't trying to go for one too. I'm just saying
Right.
we're gonna see what happens. But these two teams always have remained in the top. They be in the top. So you can't take that away from LSU and South Carolina, period.
Exactly.
And they are, although the other teams get talked about, when it comes to LSU and South Carolina, I believe I could just be saying this. Don't come for me, T Carmella, don't come for me. I'm just saying we be the most talked about. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes, we do.
And I don't want T Carmella coming because I think T Carmella is UConn.
Oh, sorry, T. Carmella.
And Big Girl
Look,
just told me the other day that
uh,
LSU would be playing UConn this year.
okay, that's right. They didn't play them. No, they didn't play them. Okay.
We're gonna
I
see.
think
We're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see how that goes, Miss D.
and we play
Because
them. We play them again this year. Now they try to blame Don because we didn't play them. Well, South Carolina didn't play them last year, but it wasn't that. It was something that had something to do with some money or whatever. That wasn't had. They ain't had nothing to do with Don, but or even Gino. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting because how Gino showed his whole self during the tournament. But
that's another thing, Miss D. We got to
hmm
put that
and then
in there
see
too.
how the racial thing was that too. Because think about it, if Don did to Gino what Gino did to Don, they would call her an angry black woman and all that type of stuff. Hey, Alyssa.
Well, I was so proud of Don when she said, "Never mind." What you say, Miss D?
Oh,
Don for a minute. For a minute, they had to mess around and find out for a minute
right,
with
because
Don.
look, she from Philly, and she was like, I'm gonna be Gino. I'm gonna be Gino. And look, the coach was like, "Come on, girl." You see, Coach Jolette, like, "Come on, girl. It's okay, girl." I was cracking up. And don't
Yeah,
think because Don's small that she can't whoop you, beat you up because she can.
I
Don't,
know.
don't don't underestimate that.
Oh, baby.
Don has hands.
Yeah, and he called her off guard. I know. You know what?
hmm
He can't. What you want, babe? You want me to make you some chocolate chip cookies? Yeah. What?
Yeah, me too. I do wish they could get respect. They will. I mean, you know what? Most of the players, I would say, if I did my research, a lot of the players, whether they come from LSU or South Carolina, a lot of them come from the SEC. So the SEC conference is very well represented, um, and they mostly black women. So that's pretty cool. And like I
Yeah.
said, the number one player come from the SEC, and that's Asia Wilson. But they refuse to give her respect. I mean, she's breaking records the last 5 years. Nobody can say um had the career that she had at least the last 5 years, breaking records, winning MVPs and Defensive Player of the Year, and winning championships. So I mean, yeah, he is a sore loser. Sore loser. I mean, Don handled it very well. Now people want to jump on Don. She lost back to back championships by big margins, but she handled it with class. You're not gonna win all the time, but you know how hard it is to even get to the final four. To do that years in a row with different lineup changes, and then the injuries she had. And I try to make excuses. You had injuries to players who could have been like first team All Americans, and Ashley Watkins and Chloe Kitts. For her to do that with that and a bunch of freshmen besides Raven and Tanaya and even Odina, not Medina should have been playing at least one more year with South Carolina, but she's only 21 years old, and she's even though they rate her as a senior, she still has some skills that she need to get. So for them to go to the Final Four with basically a real young team, Joyce Edwards and them was only sophomores, and Tessa was only a junior. So to do that is hard.
Mm-hmm.
So right. So yeah, you're not gonna win them all. Yes, she lost back to back chips, but she still showed that she could still put together something to you know. But yeah,
Because
I didn't like the
because you
draft.
know what happened, Miss D.
Yes.
Even though they played against UCLA for the chip,
Hmm.
the real championship game was South Carolina beating UConn.
It
Oh, I'm sorry,
was.
Tika I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tika Don't call for me, Tika I'm just saying.
It was because that was an emotional thing. Like I said, Gino when he won the year before, um, he got a little arrogant. Even in her win, Don even said something about Cece. She even acknowledged Cece, even though they won the chip. They beat her. They beat her and beat Iowa, and she
Mm-hmm.
acknowledged the coaches. So she was very humble. Now Gino,
Right.
he's a great coach. I'm never gonna take that away. Like same thing with don't come for me, y'all. Same thing with Kim. She's a great coach, but personality wise and some of the things she do kind of rub me the wrong way. But hey, we can deal with that. But yeah, but definitely both teams, unfortunately, they're black women, and now they try to put the black woman against make it a racial thing in this league for our CC, and she's just a tool for them to use, and that's why I need her to speak up, and not allowed to be used as a tool for racism.
But that's the thing. That's why I say it
Right,
starts
right.
with the. It
Huh?
starts with the head. That's what I'm saying. It starts with the head. It doesn't matter if that young lady speaking or not, because she has established those different type of fan bases. They're not going anywhere, and because
Well,
the
no, no,
head,
no, no.
because the
But
head.
she's not saying anything. It's not that she's gonna. But she put it out there. She will put it out there, or let it be known that look, do not use my name to whatever political
Yeah, I
or
get what you're saying. I get
social
what you're
thing
saying.
that you have going on. Don't use my
Yes.
name to
Yeah.
forward that, because I don't feel that way. I'm playing against mostly black women, and so I don't have that feeling. So she said that, yeah, but the fact that she didn't say that, I don't know her reason if or not. But we're gonna leave that alone. We're just gonna talk about the how that affects the LSU players and the SEC. I mean SEC, South Carolina players.
Oh, now one particular UConn play we have to say and speak about is the minute that Paige Beckers opened her mouth to speak up for the Black Queens that play
Yes,
basketball,
yes,
they that plays a difference in Paige Beckers in this W2. Now that's one
yes.
UConn player I can say that they don't, and plus she's not and plus she's universal with her play. She's not just shooting one particular, like, how
Right.
you
She
say it,
has
Miss
she
D?
has overall skills. Mm-hmm. And I like that. I think Paige spoke out because number one, she realized I'm playing. Like I said, even at UConn, you playing with mostly black players. They just as good as you, and I think the fact her family dynamics helped as well because her father got divorced from her mom, and her father married a black woman, and she
Yeah,
has a black stepbrother. So that
yeah,
plays
I
a
know.
big role. Right, Belinda, she is a real point guard. But that plays a role in how she view things. And I'm not trying to pick on baby girl, but she don't seem to be around a bunch of black people. So yeah, Paige has a different perspective, and you know what? They let me know that the league they like this mess because it really was supposed to be Paige. They wanted to hype up. They wanted their great white hope. I mean, they just say what it is. I mean, that's what it seemed like because, like I said, Asia should. There's no reason why Asia should not be on commercials. Why Asia should not be the focal point. All the records she breaking and she's winning. It's not like she's just having the numbers. You know, how people just have all these numbers, but they're not winning anything. She winning
Mm-hmm.
championships. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. But Kathy, she said she enjoyed it. She wanted to be like Bird and Magic. But one thing about Bird and Magic, even though Bird was white and Magic was a black man, it wasn't really about it wasn't really about that. I don't know why they're trying to push a person. I'm not saying look. Let me say this for anybody out there that want to that watch this. I mean, people in the chat they know. CC is not a bad player. The problem is that CC is not the best player on her team. The problem is CC is not in the top 10 in the league. I mean, I can name 10 players better than her, but you trying to push, you don't push, you only push other white players like Stewart and Anescu, Asia Wilson, Jackie Young. You don't push them. You could push multiple people. You cannot put your one eggs in a basket. You can't just push Cece
Cook,
and
Miss D,
see that
cook.
she
Keep
has
cooking, girl.
right. That's what I'm saying. You see that Asia is breaking all these records. It's like you're ignoring her, and you want to push agenda, and then most of the fans, I beg to understand, it's probably black. And so why would you try to push a great white hope? You try to tap into a fan base, or I don't call them fans, I call them trolls that don't watch the game first of all, and then try to cause drama with a racial divide. Why would you feed into that? Because you think they have money. So Kathy need to get it together, and Asia should be number one, and then not only just Asia, but also um, highlight other players. Like the WNBA is 30 years. How come they don't really highlight the different moments enough? They do it a little bit, but enough of
Right. And
the
this is what
players
I'm talking about.
30
Right.
years
This
ago.
thing.
Right.
This is crazy because look, that's why I was like, they don't talk about our vets like they should. And I
Exactly.
just love
Ronald,
researching.
Chelsea, and AB is the better player. They won
I
without
love
her. Come on.
I love doing the research on our players
Facts, big
because
girl.
you don't hear a lot about the players. And look what
Exactly.
you see what I'm saying? And then so here we go. You mean to tell me that the passing of the CBA, now we want to start talking about our vets? Our vets been on outlets. They have social
Exactly.
medias, but as far as overall the W doing it themselves, now they're doing it. But before it was slow pace of our
Right.
vets. You can never forget the foundation that a sport has started from. You have to start with that foundation of the players.
Highlight.
Kathy said, I want to read what Kathy said. Kathy said that's why the real Kathy, not the Elsa Kathy, the real Kathy. Can
Right.
be any other princess. Actually, I like Beauty and the Beast better than Snow White now, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Let me
Oh
get
yeah, I
back.
do too.
And
It's like a
Cinderella,
little story.
I don't even feel sorry
It's a
for
little story.
Cinderella.
I like Beauty and the Beast. That's cute.
Yeah.
In the aisle way. You know,
But she said that's why I love Angel Reese because she is intelligent, a marketing genius, cultural icon, outspoken, and unapologetic herself, and represents our community as well. Yeah, Kathy, they so busy painting so many other different pictures about Angel Reese. They never. This is what they
exactly.
do with. This is what they do with a lot of black women celebrities, right? They
Hmm.
always want to talk about the negative, like a Megan, like a Cardi, and like an Angel. They always want to point out the negative. Do you know how much these women pour back into the community? Whether you agree with how
Exactly.
they promote their music or whether you agree with anything, they really give back. They just don't talk about it as much or brag about it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yes. Which
But
one did you want me to
you know what
highlight?
I'm gonna say? ADP,
Go
to
ahead,
touch
Mystique.
on Angel. Angel, like last year, she broke the internet. A lot of the servers, people was trying to see her for the Victoria's Secret.
I was a
That,
victim.
that's that's a good that's a good promotion tool for the WNBA. But instead of highlighting that, you kind of ignored that. Like Angel brings fans that don't even watch the WNBA from the outside, but they're not trolls. They just curious. Say, okay, who is this Angel Reese? So
Yes.
she brings people from the outside due to like she do the New York Fashion Week. She did the she was the host of that. She's on a committee for that, and she did like I said, the Victoria's Secret. That's something you should highlight. She can make you money, and she can bring the fans, the proper fans, because sometimes the casual fans are not bad fans. Not you don't want to bring the trolls. You want to bring casual fans in. And those fans can be fans in a positive light. So okay, they look at it and say, okay, who is this Angel Reese? And they go and see, or say, okay, she can play. And then what is this WNBA? And so they go watch it and say, okay, now you got a fan. It's not a troll. It becomes natural. You bring in people in a positive light. So that's what Angel do. And she has a lot of personality. So she brings things outside of the WNBA that a certain player don't. And you try to, and she's not manufactured. You didn't have to manufacture her. She has a natural presence. She has a natural ability to market herself and not just
Mhm.
herself, the lead. So that's all I want to say about that.
And then, guys, and Miss D, it seems
Thanks,
like,
Steven.
and it's sad that they keep doing this.
Yeah.
They put a damper in their money pockets themselves. They wouldn't have to do all this. You know why it's a damper in it? Because they cater more to the negative than trying to
Right.
make solutions and promote positive stuff. Do you know how many ideas and how much stuff they could bring? They could have been had commercials for the vets in like different types of commercials sponsored by the W. Who don't want to see a
Exactly.
old who don't want to see a re-innovated Cheryl Swoop commercial with her sneakers or
Yes,
teaspoon,
I like what
like,
they're doing. They
hey, put
trying.
some
They got the
serious,
goat thing. They got the
yeah,
goat, but that's cute. But look, the first dynasty of the WNBA was mostly black women, and that's who the Houston Comets. We need to see more Houston Comets, the first dynasty, because I
mm-hmm,
think they won the first three or four chips
mm-hmm.
to the league. Highlight that more. Highlight. We see Cheryl. We see a little bit of Cynthia Cooper. What about Tina Thompson? Now you brought her to the draft, but just the every look you doing 30 years. Nobody knows 30 years. You're not even showing things for the 30 years. You need to show the first game more. You need to show the Houston more. You need to show the different dynasties like the Sacramento Monarchs,
Yeah,
the Sharks
and
more,
you can mismatch. You can put it. You
the
can
Lynx
mismatch it,
more.
like put it in between. Put the new. You
Yeah,
have to have the new generation with the vets. Mix
yeah.
it
They
up.
do it on they do it on
Great
Peacock,
marketing.
but
Great marketing.
when they have the games on like ABC or something like that, that need to be more highlighted, not on cable. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know. Hey, so pretty Tony. Yeah, come on. So you put your eggs in one basket, and guess what? Like I said, if CC was by herself and there was no Angel or whoever, and Asia, then fine. But there's other players that you should be highlighting. It's right there under your nose, but you refuse to acknowledge that she's the goat right now. You know, So yeah, they should reboot the. I love those Nike commercials with Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper. Also they did a commercial back in the day. See, I'm kind of aging myself when they say everybody join in. You see those? And then they had the late great Nikki McCrae. Now Nikki McCrae, a lot of people don't see. That's what I'm saying. They don't highlight Nikki McCrae. She came from the ABL to the WNBA, and I think she had she was the one with the major contract. They really had a bidding war for Nikki McCrae, and so she passed away. Rest in peace from cancer. So yeah, everybody join in. So they need to go back to the old commercials they had. You know what's so weird?
Because we love our vets. So people are going to watch because people like where our vets at, what they doing now. That's why I do what I do, guys, because they're not trying to remember our vets like that. So I have to go back and bring you guys the research. It might be like history class, but it's one heck of a history class because you learn something about the foundation of the vets and the people that are very much a part of what's going on now. The W just didn't start when our Angel Reese and players came. You know what I'm saying? We have to run it back. We have to continue to run it back. Oh yeah, Kathy, you cooking. Houston Comets, all of the Detroit Shocks.
Right.
Hey Tone.
I think it's the Houston 1-4, Shock 1-3, Lynx 1-3, and then now the Aces. The rest of the teams, those are the dynasties.
And you can talk about that. Them chips. And Miss D, they were fighting harder. They were fighting harder for them chips back. You know what I'm saying? Back then compared to now.
Yeah. Right.
Y'all doing good? Y'all doing good?
How you doing?
Yes, Tony. What's going on? I know you coming on
at 5 o'clock show. Just getting ready.
Yeah, I know you coming on at 6. So we'll be about 30 more.
Well, to y'all it's 6. To me it's 5.
Yeah, it's 6. Yeah. That's what I have to. I can't be messing with you and Victor right now because y'all be on that different time. Then we on the same time. But yeah, so Tony, do you feel like LSU and South Carolina players are getting treated fairly in the W? I'm just saying.
Well, it depends on the player because I think Boston is getting treated pretty fairly, right?
She wasn't yet, but yeah, for now she is. But before,
in the very beginning,
her second season.
Her rookie season, she did not.
So it's like they're picking and choosing too.
But her rookie season wasn't bad. But when Cece came into the on the team,
Well, I think her rookie year, it was kind of 50-50, right? So she did not get treated fairly across the board. However, her second year, she got mistreated early on in the season by Cece's fans until they made it to the playoffs. Once they made it to the playoffs, it was a little bit different. And then Boston became, I think people are calling her the Manny. I'm not calling her that. I just think she just became really close with Cece. Sometimes when you're on the team and you feel somebody is going through a whole lot, blah, 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 somebody got to end up being the person that they can turn to. Now, I don't know if she turns to Boston like that, but I do believe that just the support that she's getting from Boston, I think Boston's mom kind of plays a part in that. Hey, this is your teammate. You got to cover her. Regardless to what's going on. If you're just being a listening ear and being a friend and protecting her on the court, then that's all you need to do. Now, what she's doing outside of that, I have no idea. I haven't seen her hang out with Cece outside of just being simply basketball. Other than that, no, the other young ladies from South Carolina, I have not seen them be treated pretty fairly. Since they're not starters, it's kind of a little bit different, except for Camilla. Camilla had a really good game the last 2 games because they're being very diligent in making sure that she touched the ball. Ever since they've seen her cry during that Dallas game, that was it. So since then, they've treated her really well. So I think that this is a new turnaround and a new regime for Camilla, where she's going to have an opportunity to score the ball a lot and have some big open looks. They're just going to be real diligent in making sure she gets the ball because they don't want her to feel like that ever again.
Yes.
For as LSU players, I think Anissa Morrow, they're kind of up and down, so it's kind of 50-50 with her. She does an amazing job for Connecticut, but um, it has taken a turn where she is coming off the bench, not in the starting lineup, and she's limited minutes. I don't know what that's about. Just
Right.
having uh, Aaliyah there kind of bumps her a little bit because Aaliyah's a little bit taller. They're playing the same position.
I ain't gonna say
Um,
that. Can I say this, Tony?
Go
I
ahead.
know. Don't come for me. Don't come for me, chat and panel. But I think Nisa is better than Elvis. But not better. I ain't gonna say better. I'm not gonna use that because everybody
She's
got their
better
different
who?
playing styles. I'm just.
ADP.
I'm not gonna Elvis.
She said Elwich.
I'm
She
not
is.
gonna say better. I'm not gonna
No,
say better. I'm gonna say what's another word?
I would say a little bit better. I mean, not. I like Edwards, but
I'm trying to find a
I
word.
know.
I
I know.
can't find it.
She's better.
Okay.
Her motor.
Okay. Go ahead, Tom.
Edwards'
Go ahead,
motor.
Tom. Okay.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. Just those different intangibles there with certain players. I think it's just a rough go for them. What's her name? Sanaa and over there at what's that? LA. She is she's not being treated fairly. She's not getting an opportunity to really get on the floor. She is one of the smaller guards that they have. So in a sense, I can almost see it a little bit. She's just smaller, and so with that team already having like one of those struggle moments of trying to get past teams and win games. A lot of the minutes are being eaten up by Plum because she's a one. So Plum is eating up all the minutes when Plum
And
isn't
plus,
there.
they got so many guards. I don't know why they
They
did
give
that.
it to
They got
Edward.
Chaz Gray, and they got the veteran. So that was real
Right,
silly.
that's what I'm saying. They got
Yeah,
veterans there that they're allowing to handle the ball more in certain situations. So it's going to be a rough go for her in the league. I'm just going to be honest with you. Does she have the skill and the will to probably have minutes, substantial amount of minutes? Yes, but it just depends on the team that she's on. And right now, this team is not going to give her that. So is she being treated unfairly? It's just tough because you got Wheeler and Plum, and so they're handling the ball the most. And unless one of them go down, even when Plum didn't play a couple of games, Wheeler just was that go-to person. Atkins brought the ball up a few times, so there's just so many veterans there when it comes to that position. So it's tough for her. Raven is getting some minutes. Should she get more? Probably, but for the showmanship that she's given, I think she's doing a pretty good job. I think that she needs more minutes, but they're not going to give her more minutes over CC. Just period. And then, so who else are we talking about other than Anissa? I mean, your other LSU player, of course, is Flage. Flage is flourishing where she's at. It was a perfect trade, a perfect opportunity for her, the perfect team for her. She's a starter. She's getting buckets and she's making it work.
Well, when I started the conversation, the thing with Big Four is that you remember what you guys always talk about, Tony, Forrest, them already having their deals and them being more out in the how you say out in the open with their careers and all that kind of stuff does play a part of them coming into the W4, the attention that they get. A lot
right,
of teams don't like that type of attention. So that's the only thing I
right.
had with like Big Four. But yes, with Camilla and Angel, they have definitely coming from two different teams, been treated some type of way in the W.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not what I
coming from
said. Let me
South Carolina.
respond. T. Camilla, that's not what I said. She said, so basically, Tony is saying that the refs are fair with South Carolina players and unfair with LSU players.
Huh?
And Tony LSU, T. Carmelo.
Nah,
You didn't say that.
no.
You know, Tony,
I didn't say
T.
that.
Carmelo
T.
is a
Camilla-
UConn fan. She
She
a
in here playing
UConn
around.
fan.
You better stop
But
that.
can I
T.
say
Camilla.
this? Let me say something
Yes,
about
go ahead,
what I
Miss
said.
D.
I noticed that. Look, yes, maybe. Well, yeah, she is small, but I noticed one thing. I was looking at yesterday's 4 overtime game. Lay, Carla Lay or Light, how you pronounce her name?
Carla Light.
She's only 5'9". I thought about when I look at it, I was thinking about how if used in the right way, she could be that Carla Lay. She just had to be on the right team, and that's Latson.
Yes, it's the right team. Yes,
she can get downhill. They need her system. Lynn Roberts is not fit. They don't fit her because she want somebody to stand and shoot threes or do certain things, and that's not her game. Latson, you got to get her downhill. She got a great quickness. She had a great first step. So she could get like Carla Lay. She came from the box, so she went from the box to the Fire, and she got an opportunity to go to a team where they allow the guards to kind of move freely or whatever. She'd be good. So she just got to get to the right thing, or the coach got to be fired and bring somebody in that will do that. Yeah. But they bring in a lot of veterans. I think maybe she would have got some playing time if they didn't have Atkins and they just had Plum and Gray. I think she would have got some playing time. But I didn't understand that draft.
Well, it's a position because Atkins isn't playing the 1. Atkins is playing more of a 2-3. She's not playing the 1.
Yeah, but she, even though she's small, she had that she's not a 1 a Latson. She's a 2.
Yeah, but for the W, she needs to be a 1.
I know in the W, but I know, but they gonna play her at 2, and it depends on the team. She can play at 2. She got to play at 2 because she's not really a guard like that, a point guard.
The 2 positions gonna be tough. I'm just gonna say that.
I know, but I think you kind of, it depends on the team. You kind of had her a little bit. It just depends on the team.
Yeah, it's almost like saying that Haley Van Lith needs to just be a 2, which she absolutely should. But again, height wise. As you can see what they're doing with her.
I think she's better than Haley Van Lith. I think she's better than Haley Van Lith. So
well, I mean, shooting wise or not, I mean, she can handle the ball way better than Haley Van Lith. Yes. But for her shooting ability, I think they're kind of what and what, and that's just absolutely the truth.
But I still think she has a place. It's just that maybe that's the wrong coach. And you run in some veterans, a whole bunch of guards. I don't get it. After you drafted her, you knew you had you was gonna bring in the veterans, but you drafted her. I didn't get that.
Right.
I had to go back. I forgot who was behind her. If they would have drafted
who last
Naya, but I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot who was
So Latson is 5'8". Latson is 5'8". She's not 5'9". She's 5'8". And it just
right. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about Lay. So that's not much of a difference. Carla Lay. She was getting downhill. She was doing her thing, and I thought about Latson could do the same thing. She's just as valuable as Latson.
So Tony, do you think
what is the height of Haley Van Lith is 5'9", so Haley Van Lith has an
she's 5'9". Oh my God!
Yeah, Haley Van Lith is 5'9".
Oh, why she look so short to me?
Yeah, it's 5'9".
So Tony, do you think South Carolina beating UConn played a difference in that draft and difference in the way that the players are treated in the W?
No, I think the players that were going to actually be recruited or go into the draft for the W absolutely went into the draft. For both teams, I don't think that it was it outweighed what decisions would be made based on what I think the players earned, the positions, and which they were.
So you think Betts earned her? You think the UCLA players that were not in those certain, because Betts was in that the top 3, right? So like far as the other players and stuff, you think so you saying that the UCLA players were in their right spots for the draft?
Well, let me rephrase that. 3 of the 5 were. Right.
Okay.
Three of the 5 were. But were the other 2 going to be drafted? Yes, they were going to be drafted.
They got drafted.
They absolutely did. But far as the numbers are concerned, you just have to look at how they played. So they were a quiet team, but they got everybody that got recruited for them were actually WNBA caliber. Now, depending on what team you play for, if the coach is going to keep you is different or not, right? And so, of course, you only have 2 left. Everybody else is no longer in the league, right? They all got cut. So you have.
So you think he's gonna give Betts more minutes, play her more, or
This guy's crazy.
okay.
He has a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
didn't like
guards,
the
but
way
he
he
also
did
have
that
a lot of
yesterday. If you
bigs,
watch the game,
right?
I didn't
Yeah.
like his rotations. I
Yeah.
didn't like his rotations at all.
Some of these guys don't understand the caliber of players that they have, so they don't
Exactly.
play them properly. And even if they play them in the right positions at the right time, they're not giving them enough minutes. So it kind of hurts them all in all.
So Tony, let me say this: I think some of international players probably coached women that they have as men. And look, I have no problem with men being in WNBA. I just want to be fair. The women cannot just go and coach the men. Now, the only person that came close, they really did want her as the Knicks and Don Staley. She could have been a real life Eddie, but in a good way. Unlike Eddie, she actually coached and played. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna say this: I don't know what's his experience as coaching women, and do we know the women's game? And if you don't know that, maybe you should just take a step back, Sydney. I mean,
Mhm.
because your the way your rotations are, and your refusal to play Roy in certain situations because homegirl was getting cooked. Um,
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't understand that. Rotations. I think it cost them a lot of these games that they probably could have won because a lot of the games that domestic loss was at the end of the game. They
Uh-huh.
so happened to win this game, but yeah. So, like I said, I don't like the way you just mentioned Sydney. I don't like the way the league going with just a whole bunch of men coaches that probably don't understand the women's game. Um,
Mhm.
who who's coming up through the ranks, and you just don't understand their game. So I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah,
yeah.
Belinda, not only just teaspoon, but you see how Radhika Hodges, how the Sun
Yep.
players responded to her when they had that win. They was very, very excited for her, and I
Mhm.
don't see that with their coach now. They don't have a rapport. It don't seem like they excited to be coached by him. So,
Yeah, that's what we was talking about last time. Is you
yep.
know, it was like Cynthia Cooper go over there and coach.
Cookies. I need to make some noise.
Okay, I'll make you some. We was
Yep.
talking about that. How how Cynthia Cooper went out there and coached Dallas to a win.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Like a lot of these general managers, they don't know who to pay. They just paying. Look, I'm not mad. If you got paid, you got paid. But that sometimes when you pay the wrong veterans, that leaves you no room to get the right veterans to pay or the right youngsters to pay. So yeah, I can't say they robbed them because they paid them and they got paid.
Right.
But yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. Um, but yeah, I think both teams, certain players, like I said, they're a victim of the agenda of the league or just a outside agenda with a
Mhm.
certain player. I'm not blaming her, but I'm just saying you bring in a whole bunch of trolls and negativity. So a lot of these players from South Carolina, LSU are dealing with that. Um, Also, their strength. And a
Mhm.
lot of these players have the ability to market themselves, and a lot of people don't like that. Like Angel, they don't like
Yeah.
her independence, so she's dealing with that. So, what you think, Tony?
Yeah. People are truly something. They're definitely something. I said they're truly something.
Yeah.
They're truly something. It's about all I can say.
Yeah, what they think this new class gonna do when they come in? They look.
It's gonna be even better because they really not gonna take no mess, and they seem like their games is ready now. So whatever veterans there, I was hearing some people say that whatever veterans are there, they get their money. But those veterans you said that's robbing the league,
Mm-hmm.
that might be your only paycheck because they're gonna take your job and you're not gonna be in the league. And then I see some players in the upshot league. People don't not watching it. A few players can probably stick it to developmental league. I mean, a contract or just a roster spot. So
Right.
a lot of these veterans gonna be in trouble.
Yeah.
So get your money. I mean, I'm not mad that you got your money. That might be the last big paycheck for y'all. I'm not trying to be mean spirited.
I don't know. Some of if they do like some of the other vets are doing, whether it's doing a YouTube channel or being an analyst.
We still got overseas.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't want to go over there.
I know.
What I'm saying, they still got other and they still got other leagues too. So they have other
the upshot league
options.
might be full of veterans soon that can't get a job at the WNBA. I might be wrong.
Maybe, but they still got, they still got more leagues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They still got more leagues.
Yeah.
And one thing you already see, you already see Unrivaled doing. They already got players coming. They recruiting all year. They keep announcing weekly. If not, I think
I see before. Can we get Raven in there? Because if you could put, look, y'all messed it up. If you could put, I know Bam Bam was a fee choice. If you could put her in there, put Raven in there, put Camilla in there. Come on, Camilla, I need you to play in Unrivaled.
She's gonna go play for home. She's not.
And she.
I understand that, but
yeah.
I think she just needs some. She need to work with somebody on a consistent. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she going look. Tony. She going overseas and she going to do Project B. So she making it clear.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So she doing I forgot she did do Project B.
Yeah, she doing Project B too.
For Project B because it allows her to be overseas where she has a better avenue of being able to have her family do some things which is closer within the realm. They can travel more there than have to worry about a visa. And then some areas where they go over there, they still need to use their visa, but it's a lot easier for them to maneuver and travel that way.
Right.
Yeah, that's great to say too, Tom. You also got Fudd. It's a lot of WNBA players going over there with Project B. NECA, Fudd going over there. I mean, they got a list of players that's going over there, not just Miller.
Right.
So we're gonna see how that goes. What did Kathy say? Michaela Williams won 2 MVPs this summer. I know for
US. Balling. I'm gonna give it to her. She balling.
She balling. Look, this is gonna be MK12. Yeah, I ain't gonna say the rest of the stuff I want to say. Everything ain't meant to be said. You already understand.
Oh, she always have a good year. She gonna have a good year. Her, of course, Malaysia. So the SEC is in good hands. It's gonna be pretty good. Both teams gonna have at least 3 players that's going to the W.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. It's 2 million. It's the base salary for Project B. Yeah,
okay.
It's gonna be more players. Yeah, it's gonna be more players. Especially the players that do.
They got good sponsors. I heard, so that's pretty good. So the sponsor they had, they got the money.
Yeah, and then the players that do like to go overseas is gonna jump on it. The players that don't.
Not the players that look. Every player not gonna go to Upshot or Project B. So somebody gonna have to go overseas. So you have to find whatever to keep. If you want to continue to play basketball and get paid to play basketball, some people have to go overseas. I mean, so.
Emma said, "Don't you start that now? I ain't even gonna. You guys can read that. Look, we don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
We don't know. We don't even know if she can come out.
I still think if Juju come out, as much as I like into MK12, she will be the number 1 pick. And it look like it's gonna be Connecticut / Houston if she come out this year. Now, if Juju want to stay West Coast and she think that the Sparks is going to be the worst team, I don't know. I wouldn't take that chance. So her best bet, I'm not trying to tell her what to do, is probably come out this year. So
Yeah.
Yeah, those are big
she still be
decisions.
number one. She be the number one pick regardless, either this year or next year. As good as it's still MK12 still got Hannah to deal with as far as the number 2 pick. We still got Madison Booker. So we'll see how the season play out. It depends on what each player do on an individual basis, and also how they team go. So it's a race to the Juju is automatic probably. But she has a better team this year, so they could probably be Elite 8, Final 4 team. Championship is, I don't know.
It's gonna be a great. We're gonna have a great. Huh?
I said it'll be interesting it will be interesting to see.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm getting ready to get off, guys. I got to go get ready for my show.
Okay, Tony, we'll be over there to check you out. Okay, thank you, Tony.
You got it, no problem.
Now, small players. I wanted to say before Tony got off, but no, she could play some point guard, but it can be done. Warriors 5'6". Hannah Hidalgo. Hey, BD. Hannah Hidalgo is only 5'6", 5'7". I don't even think she's 5'8". It can be done. Tanaya do have the skills. I wouldn't count her. I wouldn't say. I'm not saying she's better than Hannah, but she's just as good. But like I said, she was kind of punished for leaving Florida for South Carolina. I don't know why. It was actually a better situation as far as team wise and money wise too. She didn't get the money that she deserved at Florida State. So that would have been nice to get Tanaya Latson her junior year and play 2 years and get that money. The SEC money is different than ACC. So, she left for a lot of reasons. She left the Florida State, but yeah, she led the league in scoring, but her team didn't go nowhere. They couldn't bring nobody else to pair along with her. So when even the fact that she lost in the championship game, that's the farthest she went. Her team only went to the Sweet 16. So I think she did side with our rival again. T. Carmelo.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but this was a great conversation, Miss D.
This was.
It was a great conversation, and it needs to be said. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with this draft this year, because, like you said, the way that the way they do LSU and South Carolina players, we seeing it bits and pieces of it. It's out there.
It's almost like they said, okay, we tired of y'all. We know that every year y'all bringing out at least 2 people that could be drafted. And a lot of teams can't say that. So yeah.
And then what else making them mad is that they actually see that's what the media narratives, like you said, most of them are friends behind closed doors. They don't know about all that.
They're in public. I mean, they hug each other. They see each other. They do TikToks. Like the situation with as always, Mrs. Brooks, in your mouth, because actually, Raven and Flaw, they cool. But your mouth, come on, they go. We win in the real life and all that stuff. So it's just sometimes
don't be throwing one parent out there. You ain't gonna throw one.
No, it's not. Hold on. Have you seen Raven Mama or anybody else Mama always yapping her gums? Do you know how Raven's Mama voice sound?
We ain't talking about Raven's mom. I'm just saying general.
I'm talking about even Angel's mom. Hold on, even Angel's mom don't yap her gums like that. It's just her.
Well, I'm just saying.
MK mama don't wrap her gums. Who else mama don't do that? Now, Lay mama, she could be a mess too. Because before she left for LSU, she always want to get in with the fans and all that stuff. When they say something that she don't like. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm glad they are getting their money, and not only just for the W. Look, like I said, we just talked about this, Belinda. How the WNBA has become political, and you want to hype up one player. I hope the other leagues just hype up everybody. But we
Oh
see
snap!
that
Let
it's
me see
starting
if
from
she.
a good foot.
I'm gonna drop this. Let me see if she Wiz come up here.
Oh,
She
go
go,
ahead, she wins. Tell them she wins.
she want to talk about the mamas right quick. We gonna see
Yeah,
if she Wiz.
tell her she wins. I want to hear this.
She want to talk about the
Come
mamas
on,
right quick. Let's see if she come and talk
come on,
about the
she
mamas.
wins.
She might be playing, Miss D. She be playing. I knew it. She said,
Oh,
"I'm
don't
just."
play. I want to hear what you have to say. 'Cause
No, she said, "Look, she saw me drop that link real quick. I wanted to see what she Wiz was gonna say."
Because
Oh
Lady
my
Bubba is a
God.
hot mess, and so is Mrs. Brooks.
Well, guys, I pulled up Angel Reese in South Carolina, Camila Cardoso. I had to pull these two up. And yes, there's other players that have been in the league that play together.
Right.
This just goes to show, I just wanted you guys to see how you just, you beat the narratives with receipts, and how some parts of the media, they don't talk about this. Moo, calm down, baby. They don't talk about this, or they try to overshadow that negative media with the real truth. And like we already know, these young ladies go from they play high, they be playing together in high school, when they're high school, college, whatever, other colleges, other games that they played, so they know each other. They played together, they form some type of bond. It doesn't just happen when they enter the W, but they really wanted to try to paint a picture against these two players, not knowing, and got shocked, the shock of their life, when they became teammates and were going to be on both teams. These two young ladies will forever be my twin towers, forever.
Yeah.
Other twin towers, yes, but
Dang
these
on
two,
Jeff messed it up.
Come
That's what I'm
across.
saying. They had the right owners. That would never happen. Teaspoon would still be the coach.
What in the world? That's a chocolate chip cookie.
Uh-oh. Oh, BD, we need to do a live, because guess what? Ja Morant got traded. So that's pretty good.
Gosh, I probably shouldn't have gave you
It's gonna be good. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Portland they gonna be there, big dog. But go ahead. I'm sorry, ADP.
No, Moo is on the not Friday. Moo doing his thing. Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
big girl. I told Miss D I was taking Casey outside. We 15 minutes. Oh my gosh, I felt like I was in the desert.
Yes, it's hot over here too. It's hot over here. We in the 90s. Just like hot Georgia.
Cassie said Angel was a good motivator for Miller and would pass the ball to Miller and low always, and knew how to get it to it. It didn't matter what. It didn't matter where they were at. You know what I'm saying, Kathy? She Wiz up here. What She Wiz want to say? Let's see what She Wiz gonna say up here. Hey, She Wiz. Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, how you doing?
She Wiz, you come down here to be messy.
I thought you weren't gonna come up. I'm messing with you.
No, you was right, Miss D. Everything you said about the mamas, you was absolutely right.
Right, because look, the kids, they get along. It's just the mamas that was, well, only two mamas. The rest of the mamas kind of quiet. There's only Mrs. Brooks, that's what I call her, and Lay Mama. I can't pronounce her name.
Lay Mama ain't been out there like that. She only said a couple things. You gonna blame her for the
Not
rest
a
of
couple
her
of things. No, she was a hot mess behind the scenes.
I don't know too much about Lay Mama.
Well, Lay Mama, she used to be on Twitter, TikTok. No, was it Twitter? One of those. She'd be on Spaces, chiming in when people say something about her daughter. She,
okay.
Loud and all that.
She's supposed to take up for her daughter.
Yeah, take up. No, she get a little ghetto with it.
She a little messy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm saying this deal take one time and
I'm
take
like, really?
For the rest of your life.
But I do say that, okay, one time Raven Mama put her on her I did a video. I thought it was Raven Mama, but that was Lay Mama on Raven Mama's channel talking to somebody, Asia Wilson's friend. as he claimed. What's his name?
Oh,
Dolores.
Dolores.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
it's on TikTok. It's on TikTok. Yeah, Dolores is a hot mess. That dang on
Dolores
lady.
is messy.
Yes, he is. But he funny though. He entertaining. I gotta give it to him. Sometimes some things he know, but a lot of things he just be talking.
He is
That
messy.
dang- You ever heard Dolores ADP?
Yeah, I don't mess with that.
That ADP. That's Asia Wilson's friend in his mind.
He ain't. He be talking about everybody when he want to.
Right. That's Asia Wilson's friend. Ooh.
Oh, big girl said, "Okay, big girl. So they friends. Okay,
They are friends, but I'm just saying she's a little ghetto, lay mama.
leave Lay Mama alone. Lay, hold on. You just leave my players' mamas alone. Over here.
Both
Lay
you know
Mama, you
weird?
good with me.
I didn't say she's bad. She's just ghetto. Anyway,
that doesn't mean she ghetto. Why we got to be putting ghetto? Because you so different. See, Lay Mama, I'm not playing that. That's why I'm over here in the corner.
Did you hear how she talks sometimes?
Miss D, we can't base it off of a couple of times.
Lay Mama.
Yeah, for a whole lifetime. We can't base it off of a whole lifetime.
But hold on.
For a couple of events.
Look, Raven Mama and Flaw Mama got the same name. Kia.
I don't know, Miss BD. Miss D started that, and then she got an eyewitness come up here called She Wins.
She Wins.
And that's how we got it. We gonna keep
that lady. What? That lady a hot mess.
Don't say we know nothing, because I don't know nothing, Mama.
She's a hot mess.
The main one is messy. Y'all, everybody know that. She messy. Y'all know which one I'm talking about.
Allegedly, that's why.
Yes.
That's why Don told her you could go ahead because Lady Mama got her.
Yeah, they will, Belinda. Look, I'm over here at the nursery. I'm on the mama side.
I'm for the trade. Bring it on, Lady Mama. I would pull receipts on you.
Why you talking about my player mama? Talking about bring it on. We're not doing that. We're not moving the goalposts. Okay, guys. There we really see she's moving all the goalposts and all that kind of stuff.
Bring it. Look, I'm gonna get on camera.
We're not doing that.
Face. Bring it on, Lady Mama. Bring it on.
Miss D, you crazy.
Kathy said ghetto is the Latin term that the USA repackages to make a black term.
Okay. You're right, Kathy. There you go. Okay, I ain't mad at you. Oh, let's just say she's I don't know what to say, but she's a mess. How about that?
Anyways,
that's all I wanted to say. Look, just that the lady messy.
You big girl, agree with me. Thank you, big girl.
Come up. Guys, y'all see what she was doing, right?
A lot of stuff. Don from the hood, but Lady Mama got on her nerves. You hear?
See, this why she wins part of Feb. She just like Uncle Bro Clyde. She come up here and she start them shenanigans.
No, nobody look, big girl. Nobody is crazy and a mess like
Miss D.
I would call her Mrs. Brooks is a mess.
Oh, messy. Yeah. Messy.
Yes, she is.
Well. You see them too. You see that's why y'all notice I put everybody on that side, so when they open it up, they can identify with the positive side to that other side over there.
Right. ADP,
separate from my side.
ADP, I was gonna put my camera on, but I was like, I can't be talking mess with my camera with my face showing. They know
right, ADP. Everybody know that the Don was like, "Ooh, you could go. Okay, you want to leave?"
Everybody know Misty. Still on there. Let me tell you, you can tell Miss D be listening. She can say she don't be listening to certain artists and stuff like that.
I don't care.
She be listening because she be dragging it all the way down.
And Lay Mama, because your name I can't pronounce it.
Stop talking about my player's mama.
What's your name? Philippines. I look.
Anyway,
come on here on ADP. Look, I'm talking about you, ADP. Come on, ADP page. I'm just playing.
You see how they fall into the narrative, mama.
Sports. You can talk. Look, tell your side of the story. Tell your side of the story.
Look, leave the mamas alone and look at see how
Dolores. Look. We want Dolores on the channel to come on and talk. We want Kia. Mrs. Brooks. We want
we're not gonna. First of all,
and we want Alexis Morris. We want Alexis Morris as well.
Oh Lord, Miss Jean.
All welcome to call. Say what you gonna say.
Right on Miss D channel, Miss D6 Sports. Y'all go right over there because she the one talking about y'all. Look, I'm not talking about y'all because
yeah, she is. She is get the money, but
that's do.
That's why Don got rid of her allegedly because now like, look, I ain't got no more money for you, lady.
Lay got she got that big NIL buckets for LSU. She sure do. We ain't getting ready to talk about nobody.
LSU got the money. I ain't never said, look, LSU do got the money. They got that oil, other people, I don't know what money. They got some money.
And sometimes we can't always base our opinions on the actions.
Right. I agree, Mario.
They could be the greatest people, but their actions may be different.
Huh?
They probably the greatest people, but their actions are different.
No, they talk. I ain't worried about Boston because Boston want to play the bodyguard. I worry about Raven. Raven, they be doing Raven wrong. She want to play bodyguard, but
oh no, see man,
her name.
You moving the goalposts now. It's fair for LSU and South Carolina.
That girl said her name Laquita. I thought what's late mama name?
I'm not pulling up nothing like that. We're not getting into nothing about that because see how y'all come out here and cause confusion.
Is it Laquita? I forget her name. I thought it was Philippines. What's her name? Phyllis.
She
got a funny name.
We're not having that. We're together up here. That means if we together for our players, we together for the mamas too.
No, we separate the mamas.
Because if we not Miss D, you feeding into the narrative.
We talking about the players. I can't speak on the mamas. Mm-mm.
We not.
But the players,
ADP, I'm not messing with them. ADP and she is doing that. I'm over in the safe corner.
ADP didn't say this.
They on that other side.
Hold on, ADP. They winning in real life, right? All the players are winning
the way they want to win, Miss D.
Not just flaw, mama. I mean, not just flaw.
They winning the way they want to. How about that? Does that sum it up?
Her name Laquita? I thought it was something else. I thought it was Philippines.
I don't care what that name's are. Leave the mamas alone.
ADP, I know you're a mom, and I'm not a mom, but guess what? Those two ladies are messy.
So you're an auntie,
and guess what? That's true. But guess what? They're on your side.
Look. That's okay. They could be on my side. Look,
we don't have
LSU moms.
We don't have LSU moms. We got rid of this.
Well, anyways, listen to my LSU mothers, guys. She is an auntie, right? Now have somebody do her auntie the same way they did your children. She'll be saying something different. She'll be
Look, it's not personal. Did you hear them talk? Did you watch?
Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. That's right, Kathy. You know that she switched. See, this is why we get ready to get.
She talked about look. Hold on. She talked about Angels grade point out.
We're not worried about that. We're not getting into that.
They not winning in real life.
It's okay.
Did she say that?
She sure do, Belinda. She like a good fight every time.
Guess what? They making all the money. They making money too.
I'm going with Kathy on this. Kathy said, "No mama haters, please."
I'm not hating you.
Okay,
Kathy.
Okay.
Look,
well, I just wanted to come up and agree with Miss D.
Hold on, she wins. Are we hating or are we just telling the truth? Because
we're not no haters.
I saw some faces with their mamas. I'm like, oh my God, they're a hot mess. I'm like, ooh, who mama is that?
What she said, like you don't want to give place to it, ladies. You know that.
Well, she did it more.
Well, one of them get on live every.
Show do.
Well, but she wins. I'm gonna let you be exempt for this because you ain't had nothing to do with this. I'm gonna tell you why. You see how Miss D? This is all Miss D.
Do you want me to say A, B, C, D, and F, G? Do you want to see me?
Yeah, she's definitely been messy. Let me tell you how. You know, it's like, here we go, Kathy. To all my ladies representing LSU.
Oh, but guess what, William? She can play bodyguard.
They always want to come for. See, Here we go. LSU and South Carolina.
Boston want to play bodyguard, so I'm not counting Boston because Boston lost in the sauce a long time ago.
She want to paint our mamas the wrong way.
And she want to go with CP3 and her mess about Angel. So I'm through with her in a certain way. No. Yeah. That's one South Carolina player. Like, she's not bad, but she's just too soft. Like Charlotte.
Who?
Boston. You want to play bodyguard?
You think she's soft? Oh.
And she told him elbows in the court.
Yeah.
She want to play Whitney Houston and stuff. I ain't got time for that.
What you mean, Whitney Houston?
She want to play the bodyguard.
Oh my gosh.
She would hold CC up. Oh no, leave her alone. Oh my God. Wait, that girl want to hold you up.
Oh my God.
But so, and will always love you. That's what she want to do. Ain't got time for her.
Oh my God.
That's what she act like.
Y'all crazy.
We're gonna get ready to get up out of here, because I'm gonna go. I know Tony talking about some up to what's she talking about, the WNBA recap games.
Yeah,
that Aces game was good to me, guys. That Aces game was so good to me.
That's all right. You know what the best game was? The 4 overtime games. Even though
that's what I think that's the one Big Girl was talking
Aces
about.
Game was. I was happy the Sky did. They almost tried to pull it off, but no cigar. Sorry,
that won't happen then. But okay.
You see, look, I got into an argument with Nate. He trying to defend. You can't defend that. The Sky, you can't defend that organization.
He will defend till the wheels fall off. That's like Gummy. They don't play about their team. You can't. Him and Gummy, they don't play about their team. Period. You can't say nothing.
I like the players on the team. There's certain on an individual basis, but they bring in the veterans that don't match. It's like mix and match, and they're just a hot mess. And I don't know.
Well, we're gonna get over to Court Vision with So Pretty Tony and see what she's talking about with the.
All right, y'all. Thanks for having me. I just want to have some fun with y'all real quick.
Bye, ADP.
Thank you, She Whiz. Miss D come up here. She did a thing, guys. Now you heard her perspective about the players. She always have good perspectives. She will try to get you in the trick bag at the end of the show. But I don't know, William. I'll make sure I get you a wrench. I got to go.
She should have got a black eye. Boston. She don't want to throw in elbows.
Who? Oh, you said somebody in the chat.
No. You said when the Angel give Boston. Well, yeah, exactly. She don't want to give black eyes to people.
And she love her South Carolina, but she be hard on Boston. But
Whitney Houston, look, Aaliyah, Whitney Houston, Boston. No. No, Kevin Costner. I said Kevin Costner was the bodyguard. No, Aaliyah, Kevin Costner, Boston.
I ain't got time, but great show, Miss D. Thank you for coming up, and I appreciate it. Thank you, chat.
I enjoyed this. It was fun.
And, yeah, it was right. You actually, we really did it was a good show. You know what I'm saying? This is something that you can continue to talk about because it's there. Okay, enjoy your day, Miss D. I'll see you in the chat.
I'll be over there with y'all in a minute.
Okay, all right, then.
All right, y'all. Bye-bye.